We're now getting you live visuals from the Hindon Airbase in Ghaziabad as 213 Indian students have arrived after being evacuated from Sumy in Ukraine. Very, very difficult evacuation finally has taken place. It is successful. 213 more students have now arrived in India. And my colleague Nukul is joining me live from the Hindon Airbase. Nukul, this, as I was mentioning, was a very, very troubled evacuation process, but the government really has managed to achieve it. This is the second flight that actually had 213 Indian students now finally arrived at the Hindon Airbase. Have you managed to speak to the students who have come in?
Yes, of course, this was certainly, as you rightly mentioned, that it was one of the most difficult evacuation process, as Sumy is one of the areas which was hard stuck by the war. And let me also tell you that it was again a very excruciating evacuation process that has taken place. Right now we are at the Hindon Airbase, and at 12 p.m., at 12 to 12:15 p.m., the exact time where the flight has arrived, Indian Air Force flight, which has time and again has been rigorous in the process of evacuation of the students. And today at 12 p.m., the students who are inside, they have arrived. As of now, what we have learned is that the students are inside. They are under the process of the smooth process which takes place after the flight lands in the airport. And let me also tell you that this is a part of the last batch which was supposed to be arrived here at the Indian Airbase. Last batch was, as Piyush Goyal, the Union Minister, and MOS MEA Meenakshi Lekhi also mentioned that the last batch had 600 students, and this was the batch which was evacuated from Sumy, which was hard-stuck war area. At the same time, it was excruciating. Why? Because at the same time they were the hard-stuck, and they were hiding in the bunkers, and because there was shelling that was happening in that area as well. At the same time, what we have seen that the MEA also put out on Twitter thanking the Red Cross and the Ukraine local authorities who have helped to manage the evacuation process, and the students who tried to evacuate from the area of Sumy, and they went to Poland. At the same time, they used the rail network and the other network that could be possibly used for evacuation. At the same time, what we have learned, that 600 students who were supposed to come, one from the air, two are from the air, of course, in fact, from the Air India flight, and this was the last batch which came. This is supposed to be the 4th, 5th, and the 6th year students, the final year students with their pets who are arriving here from the Air Force, Indian Air Force. I am joined by some of the parents and kins of the students who are right here, waiting here since
Yes.
a couple of minutes, and they are going to arrive a short while. But we have some parents here. Let me go across and talk to them about the situation. They have been in contact with the students. They know how it was difficult for them to evacuate from the Sumy area. What is your name, sir?
महेश।
आपका क्या नाम है? आपका कौन आ रहा है? और
मेरा मौसी का लड़का आ रहा है। मेरा नाम महेश है। और सबसे पहले तो मैं अपने गवर्नमेंट, अपने देश की सरकार को, मोदी सरकार को धन्यवाद कहूँगा कि उन्होंने इस विपत्त स्थिति में भी और युद्ध के क्षेत्र में से हमारे बच्चों को सकुशल लेके आए हैं, एक एक बच्चे को। तो उसके लिए मैं भारत सरकार, मोदी सरकार को धन्यवाद
क्या आपकी बातचीत हो रही थी उनसे? क्या बताई उन्होंने? क्या जानकारी दी? कैसे उन्होंने वहाँ से निकलने की कोशिश करी?
वहाँ पे उन्होंने बहुत ही स्ट्रगल किया, बहुत सारी चीज़ें देखी, वहाँ पे कितनी विपदाएं उठाई, खाने पीने की भी समस्याएं थी, बर्फ़ को पिघला के उसको पानी भी बना के उस तरह से पिया, क्योंकि जो पानी का स्टॉक था उस पर ब्लास्ट हो गया था, वो ख़त्म हो चुका था। और खाने का भी जो कुछ सामान था थोड़ा बहुत, तो सब बच्चों ने मिल बांट के थोड़े थोड़े में गुजारा करके इस तरह से किया अपना। और आने से जस्ट एक नाइट पहले उनके हॉस्टल से 300-400 मीटर की दूरी पे ही बम गिरे थे 3-4, जिसमें 145 बच्चे समेत कुछ वहाँ के नागरिक मरे थे, जो उनकी आंखों के सामने हुआ। तो उनका बहुत ज़्यादा डिप्रेशन में डर बैठा हुआ था उनके अंदर। तो बात हो रही थी, कह रहे थे भैया बहुत डर लग रहा है, यहाँ पे इतने सारे बच्चे हमारे सामने मरे, इतने सारे आदमी हमारे सामने मरे यहाँ पे। तो इस तरह से डर बैठा हुआ था उनमें, और अभी भी डरे हुए थे, लेकिन आने में कोई समस्या नहीं हुई उनको, क्योंकि रेड क्रॉस सोसाइटी की बसें लगी हुई थी वहाँ पे। फिर वो उनकी तरफ थोड़ा सा खड़े होके आए, थोड़ा वो कोई नहीं, लेकिन पैदल नहीं चलना पड़ा। तो मतलब आ गए वहाँ से। पोलैंड से भी सही सुविधा थी, पोलैंड में भी खाना पीना उनको मिला, आराम करने की जगह दी गई, और वहाँ से फिर अपने आ रहे हैं अभी इसमें।
It was indeed a difficult process, and as he rightly mentioned, that the students who were stranded there struggled a bit as far as this evacuation process is concerned. Over to you.
Absolutely, Nukul. Thank you so much for bringing us those reports. In fact, everybody has a difficult story to tell. All those people who have been stranded in Ukraine, especially this particular place, Sumy, that we're talking about. These are the visuals from the Hindon Airbase that we are bringing to you as 213 Indian students finally return to India. They have been waiting for this evacuation process to actually complete for quite some time now. Their families have been eagerly waiting, and now finally they get to meet with their family members as they have arrived in Delhi today.